just one of their matches yesterday. Basically, their killer performance yesterday has carried them. Military base, you want to get as much out of that as possible, and so good stuff for Team India here. A bit more of a spread, and I think this could be a much better setup for Team Insidious due to the fact that the plane is heading up to the north last, which means Insidious can jump on over to North Georgeport and take it if they want to. A little bit of a late drop for Omen, but the rest of the squad will make it there. I am looking over towards the east though, where you can see that Maximus Alpha and for locations around Chinky Ruins and the Gatka Farms.
ISO, we saw them last time spread out around the Milta regions of the map.
Yeah.
This time around, maybe not going to be super keen on that, although they did get the early drop in terms of, you know, being before the halfway mark on that plane, so they might have time to do it. With the length of the first circle, it's not out of the question, but it will be definitely difficult, and they have to play the edge of the circle pretty much all the time moving forwards.
Certainly. We see the spread out here, RIP officials taking that southernly far.
Not too much competition though. I mean, everyone's just really chilling out at the moment. This western circle going to be seeing a little bit more action though.
Maximus Alpha wanted the U compound, and RIP official are already here. This time though,
Tap on Erangel, Soul in the building, and RIP trying to push onto them in the lower part of the compound. No matter where they are on the map, this always happens. These two teams, direct rivals, and it seems like this time Soul have got the bead on them.
That nade from Mortal was perfection. Coming on through, gets the confirm and the knock onto Paratosh, and this time Soul are fighting RIP official for the location. Unfortunately, Vibe's going to lose their life trying to trade the kill onto Sky here. Tempest taking damage as well. Soul can take out these compounds to 2 stories. And the mansion building as the fight breaks out. Mortal, another kill for him.
Insidious are getting pushed on as well. You can see in your picture-in-picture. They're really quite low. Only one of them remains standing. Looks for the trade. Is going to be able to get it done. And they have a little bit of respite over on the Insidious duel, but so does Soul. They might just be able to get up. Just Tempest now standing for RIP official.
I love this from Soul. They needed to make a big play. They've been underperforming so far in the PUBG Mobile Club Open. They decide to rest on their laurels here. They love to pub stomp, and they're trying to pub stomp RIP officials here. Only Tempest left alive in the U compound. That's going to be RIP officials in trouble. Brawlers as well. We talked about them earlier. We've actually lost a team, John.
I'm not sure who that was, actually. It might have been the people pushing onto Insidious. I think that might have been it.
It might have been Insidious for all we know.
No, Insidious is still standing. I caught it in the picture-in-picture. I'm pretty sure. We'll see what else comes out. Is Tempest. He needs to make the spray. Goes to the peak, goes out wide, but he's not going to be able to land the shots. And Soul stands strong. They eliminate RIP official, one of the top performers so far in the tournament.
Yeah, no, they needed that. Soul. They needed it for not only their placements, but for their confidence in the PUBG Mobile. Soul, basically the anchors of the circle, trying to fight off the Indian Tigers and Team India as well. Owais is so far forward. Here comes that replay as well of the fight as Team India sprayed onto the Indian Tigers here, and it was actually Soul, I believe, who got a kill, maybe confirmed the kill, so stolen away from Kratos.
Unfortunate for that one, but...
Towards Indian Tigers, they want to remove them from the map here, John, so they have a safer rotation. You can see the frag nades coming over the top, not quite landing where they need to be, maybe rolling down the hill, no. Going to be okay for Sam now on the log pile.
A lot of damage over onto the Euros, though, so that might be good, but Soul come under the fire.
This is a good nade.
They get confirming it as well. Mavi is going to get the nade out. Don't think it's going to hit anyone. Maybe Kratos might just be affected by it, but the spray's there. Gets taken down instantly. The flick goes down and India wiped out in, but another bad finish coming out from Team India.
Yeah, not the performances they were hoping to showcase here on Erangel. There's going to be this quarry finish. A lot of teams struggling with it. Retribution falling down the hill. You can see DAKU just above them. Soul just south of them, and PixL Spades down the hill in the little compound as well. And that's just the eastern side, northeastern side of the circle. There's a lot of teams to the east as well.
Good.
And Sega finds the cock. He's just going for the UAS here. And that's not going to be an issue for Retribution.
Yeah, I mean, just taking it out, taking those rotation paths away, pretty decent. Pain Retribution rotating on a little bit further, but a couple of knocks go through, and finally DAKU get the spray downs from above onto Pain Retribution.
Yeah, losing members as we squad fight happening on that east flank.
A lot of teams starting to crash now. 12 teams still standing. We'll have to wait and see who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, you can See Maximus Alpha behind them, ISO in front of them, and right now Insidious are just hiding in the smoke, hoping, praying that they can get some meds off so they can run into the new circle that's about to be revealed.
Deadly, and basically the entirety of the center of that circle, at least a third of the area is going to be dead ground. No one can use it.
Yeah, ISO now approaching on.
Doing there, but
it was a very accurate.
I guarantee you, it was the best thing that any of you would have ever seen.
Oh no.
Diptej, he does get spotted out. Lancer not actually going for the spray down. Has the AK. Okay,
unlucky.
Need to aim next time, please, Lancer.
Gosh. SWAT still in a fight with Learn from Past.
GODL should be dead. Like,
trying to move on in. GodsReign struggling against SWAT as the fire comes through. Lancer spraying onto Carry from the Indian Tigers.
Last player for them.
Last player, like you mentioned, playing for position. And again, it's the Indian Tigers sending one man into the end of the circle, which has been the story of their day today. Phoenix will go down as SWAT able to find another kill for themselves here. In fact, stolen by GodsReign. Cheeky.
What I'm looking for is Team Soul. I want to see how well they're going to be able to place here, because they obviously have had pretty poor performances moving.
Quarry to work with, but the zone is actually forcing us inside the quarry now. Not going to be able to play that height ground, and you can see Owais making a push immediately. Retribution just on the sidelines here, trying to survive, throwing nades over towards Oasis, and Oasis trying to get up the hill so he can spray on down towards Diptej and Patel.
As soon as someone breaches that southern ridge, he's just going to get completely pinned down. There's no way he can push, but Patel still there, looking for the shots. Owais, he should have spotted Diptej falling out a little bit lower. Oh, so that was third point. Patel got taken down by Learn from Past. He's going to be able to get it done, and Owais, look at that. 5
teams remaining, Learn from Past, 8-bit SWAT official, Team Soul, and Maximus Alpha here, all in the quarry area looking to make it happen.
Strong
Learn from Past, needing to try and put up a big performance. They've got 4 members alive and 5 kills, and Team Soul with 12. What happened? They've turned on. Suddenly coming up in a huge force with 3 members alive in the quarry to play with.
They've already managed to make that drop as well, so they have a really strong position, because if everybody's going to be forced to come down, having that position everyone's running to is going to be very strong. But SWAT now under pressure, as with pretty much everyone else at the moment. Maximus Alpha looking to try and leapfrog down here. You can see they set up that firing squad. 8-bit have a similar idea, and they're starting their movement.
Soul looking to try and prove themselves here in the PUBG Mobile Club Open as they take control of Quarry on the west. As
SWAT making the move, but they're getting lit up from the other side. It's Soul to get the knock onto Digyant. There's a supply drop. 8-bit might be able to get that if they push down further into the quarry, but they have to make that.
They might be forced to later on, but currently they can't afford to due to the fact that Encore and the rest of Learn from Past have such key eyes on that location. The circle about to close up here as phase 6 will stop out. We're heading into phase 7. Where will the circle shift? To the west to Soul, to the south to Learn from Past, or the north to Maximus Alpha? That's the real question we're asking ourselves. SWAT finally able to push on into the quarry here. Got the smoke cover. Learn from Past have spotted Team Soul as well. Another smoke to refresh on top of their position. It's hard to say who has the... it's scary, isn't it? To take.
The thing is as well, Soul, it's easy to go down. It's not so easy to go up. If they have to go up a ridge, it's going to be so difficult, but they do get the knock onto SWAT. That might give them a little bit more pressure to move on through, but 8-bit have to make the run. And they have to make it pretty soon. You can see they have the gauntlet through the valley of death. Cannons to the left of them, cannons to the right of them. Into the valley.
Come on, Kritagya. I want to see a knock with the arm. You only get them a few times in competitive experience, and now you have to make your mark. 8-bit pushing into the circle, taking that southern flank. Mortal swiping. SWAT out, I believe? No, it's just to confirm onto SWAT. Learn from Past down the hill using the Darcia so they can get down quickly, and now Encore's so close. Maximus Alpha trying to cross in, but Riser will take them out. The firefight raging as Learn from Past able to third party onto that one.
8-bit taking casualties. Soul still holding strong for now. Maximus Alpha as well, raining down fire from above onto 8-bit. They get a lot of knocks. There's a confirm as well. Now it's just Ash for the team. Maximus Alpha taking shots as well. Soul really strong into this final circle.
King, can he survive? Hits the deck, goes down. Currently Learn from Past have the circle in phase 7.
That's SWAT out, I think.
It is SWAT out. 3 teams remain. Soul pushing towards Learn from Past. 8-bit with a couple members alive, snaking it on in. In fact, it's just Ash left alive from 8-bit. 3 members for Soul, 4 for Learn from Past, and the snake of Ash trying to keep 8-bit in it. The circle pushing the players to their edges on Quarry. The question is, will Phase 8 go to Learn from Past or Soul now? Up or down is the question. You have to imagine if it's up, then Learn from Past should win this outright. No questions asked.
It depends how many smokes that Soul have. If they have more, they can start to make the push. You can see Learn from Past again. Oh, what a nade!
What a nade!
It came on through. It got a lot of damage over onto Swag as well. This might be the time that they're looking for, but don't forget, Ash is still in the backlines. We've seen 8-bit players do this before and have massive success with it.
Yeah, last time it was Ted. This time it's Ash. Phase 8 revealed, and I can't tell where it is. No one can tell where it is. All I can say is
it's just in the middle of the two.
It's in the middle of the two. That means Learn from Past have to come down towards Soul. That's a risky push, but they've got the shack as well as the fuel tank, I guess, as cover. Currently, Ash just happy to snake it on into the circle. Let Soul and Learn from Past use all their utility towards each other.
You see, they're just popping over meds. At the moment, Ash, yeah, he's dropping all his stuff.
Yep, so he can get rid of the backpack, become a smaller target. Viper pushing up.
Just had the headshot.
Looking for the shots onto Snacks here. The flashbang goes out. It won't really do much just yet.
No, they have the cover. They should be all right. It's utility being traded back and forth. You can see that.
Oh, I love that.
I think they know where Ash is.
So they're wary that Ash exists, and they don't want to allow him to third party. Here comes Swag pushing down the hill, able to get on down. Snacks has the shot.
Oh, it's the M24, sorry.
M24, yep. Not quite able to land it, unfortunately. Here comes the zone push. They have to come off the hill. Good headshot coming through from Viper. Gonna find another kill for them. 15 kills for Soul here. Looking to make it more. Learn from Past, pushing down the hill. Soul able to use this ridgeline to perfection. They've constantly got to worry about Ash from behind.
They certainly do, but it doesn't look like it's going to give them too much worry. You can see Ash just trying to wait for one of these teams to wipe. That's his entire game plan right now. Play the terrain and try and get on in, but Learn from Past, they need to make this push. They've abandoned Snacks up at the top of the hill. There's no way they can go back up, not without losing more than they would gain.
He's dropped down. They're going to get the res, actually.
Oh, they should be able to get him up, actually, yeah. Very, very nicely positioned.
Ash is going for it. He's going for the whole wipe onto Soul. Spraying through the smoke, gets a knock here. Can Ash get any more damage onto Oasis? Mortal full health. The med kit coming out. First aid, I should say. Viper in the smoke trying to get on over towards Oasis. Does Ash have any nades? He's going to push for the smoke. The reload on the AK. Wants to try and make the hero play onto all of his sprays. Ash! One more to go. He doesn't quite get it. Oasis holds him through. But here comes Learn from Past pushing on in. One knock for Oasis. Needs to get 3 more. Looking for it all, but he can't do it. It's Learn from Past taking the final match of Erangel in dominant fashion.
But